Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a great day. As you can tell from the title of this video, I am a seaman. You're a seaman, that's gay. Oh yeah? I guess that gives me two ways to be in your mom then, huh? Oh! Just get on with the video, eh? That's what I thought. Anyways, back to the topic at hand, we're gonna be talking about what it's like being a seaman. We're gonna be talking about the accommodations, the food we get, the amenities we get to use. But before we talk about what it's like being a seaman, we have to know, what is a seaman? There are plenty of different types of seamen. Seaman is basically a term used to describe people who live out at sea. So there's people like fishermen, ni hao, pirates. Look at me, I am the captain now. For ease of context for this video, we're going to be talking about the larger majority of seamen around the world, which are the people in the merchant navy. Now you might be thinking, what is the merchant navy? Now it sounds cool, you know, it has the word navy in it, like the US Navy SEALs. From the two words, merchant and navy, it means a seller or a person who trades goods, and navy meaning to say, in this context, I guess it means the sea. So we're the merchants of the sea. And what we do is we carry goods between different countries or between places. So when someone wants to buy something like from another country and they can't ship it through plane because it's too expensive, or because it's too big, or because there's too many of the items, they can't really use planes to send those things. So what they do is they send it through ship, or they send it through cargo vessels, which is one I'm on right now. A large part of the merchant navy consists of two main categories. So we have the deck side and the engine side. I am in the engine side. Deck side, the guys who decide on the route that we're gonna take. They navigate the boat, they make sure that we don't run into any icebergs like the Titanic. We don't go and end up like, I don't know the name of the guy in the movie yet. I never actually watched it. Maybe I should watch it soon, huh? Anyways, yeah, they decide what course we take, how the ship is navigated, how fast we go, how slow we go. They make sure we don't crash into any other ships, which is pretty scary if you think about it. Like, imagine being out in the ocean, just crashing into another ship, and then there's no land inside. You're just stranded in the water. Next thing you know, I'm like in a Life of Pi movie, which is kind of scary. But anyways, the next part is the engineering side, which is the side that I'm in. I'm a marine engineer. What I do is I take care of the ship's engine. Now, keep in mind, it's not just like any normal engine. It's not just like a super small engine like the car engine. That I call that a small engine because comparatively to a ship engine, it's pretty small. A ship's engine, like, you've seen the pistons in the car engines, they're like around this big, but marine vessel engines are as big as me. The piston is bigger than me. Imagine how big that is. And if I were to get squished under that, I could die, which is pretty dangerous. Why the engine needs to be so big is because the ship is huge. It's 245 meters long. For you to be able to drive a ship that's so big, you need an engine that's powerful. So yeah. That's basically a rough explanation about what merchant navy is. Well, we transport goods from one place to another. Now let's get into the video. Let's talk about what it's like being a seaman. First topic at hand is gonna be accommodations, or in proper English terms, accommodations. Alright, so welcome to my room, also known as my cabin. It's not too big, but it has your basic necessities. A place to hang your clothes, your work clothes, a place to leave your shoes, a place to hang your jump rope, brooms, rubbish bins, toilet paper rolls, my workout stuff, and of course, your personal toilet. It has all the basic stuff, you know, a shower head, a toilet bowl, and a sink. Now, the reason why I have this bottle here and a bucket of water is because we're anchored in Australia and it's been more than 15 days and it's not normal to be anchored for so long. That's why we're having our water cut off to our rooms, so we have to carry our own water up from the kitchen. But yeah, moving on. This is my laptop, the place where I do most of the editing and gaming, my controller, my little bag, thermos flask, and of course, this is my face wash and my toilet paper. For those of you who think otherwise, you guys are disgusting. Don't think dirty, okay? And then you have your calendar to count down to when you get to go home again. And then your basic stuff. A little table for your snacks, I guess. Now this is pretty cool. Most of the people on board, they really like this. It's I don't know how to read Chinese, but according to them, this is some beef noodle, or directly translated, this means beef ramen. I've never tried it. The only reason why I have this one pack is because the engine cadet before me, he gave it to me. And yeah, have your Jeju Fresh Aloe Soothing Gel and a mirror for you to check out yourself. So yeah, hi. And then your bed, your pillow, blanket of course, and then a window for you to check out stuff outside. Oh, it's so bright. Deep blue ocean. And then you have two windows actually, that window right there and this window right here. And then a cupboard for your clothes, and a cupboard for your life jacket and your immersion suit. Then you have your own personal couch, cool couch over there for you to sit and stuff. And then this is where I leave most of my stuff. This is my ukulele where I play most of my covers, and your water bottles. So on board you don't get free water, you have to buy your own water, and thankfully it's pretty cheap. And every time, you know, you'll get to order any type of water you want. You get to order stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. This is my room, or my cabin.
Okay, keep in mind, not everyone's room is going to be looking the same. This right here is going to be my chief engineer's room. It's significantly bigger than mine. As you can tell over there, there's a big TV and then a dartboard, which I'm pretty sure he brought on board himself. And then there's going to be the work files on the upper left corner. As you can tell, he has his own personal work desk / computers and printers provided by the company, because you know, he's the chief engineer. He has to handle a lot of things and he has to take care of a lot of jobs. Unlike me, where I only have one room for my table and my bed, the chief engineer has two rooms. He has a work / lounge area and a bedroom, as you can tell, which is only right because he's been working longer than me.
So next up is gonna be the om-noms, the stuff you put in your mouth, you put in your tummy, the sustenance you need to get through the day, or in simpler terms, food. So I'm gonna be starting off the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Over here we got some milk, and then some apple juice in the other carton. Over there is gonna be some porridge, and then some paos, oh big old fluffy paos. And then over there is gonna be something most of you guys are gonna be hating, but I love. It's some pickled veggies. So next up, we're gonna be talking about lunch and dinner. Now we're gonna be talking about these two meals together because they consist of mostly the same thing. It's a single protein and two veggies. Sometimes we get soups as well, as you're gonna be able to tell from the next clip, but generally we just get, you know, one protein and two veggies, which varies according to day. And we sometimes get fish as well in our protein, and as you can tell that we have some tripe over here, and that's a huge drumstick. But the main difference between lunch and dinner is that we get different types of fruits for dinner depending on what the chef decides to buy and bring on board to serve to us. So Sundays are really special because on Sundays they try to make it a bit more Western, I guess. On top of your standard milk and apple juice and porridge, they give us white bread with peanut butter and jelly. Come on, who doesn't like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? On top of that, they also give us some eggs and bacon. So I guess they try to make it a bit more Western. It works, and it satisfies the cravings that I have. So as you can tell, we have the good old eggs and bacon with your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Moving on, we're going to be talking about the amenities and entertainment available on board. So, the type of entertainment that you're going to be able to have access to is going to vary according to the ship that you're on. So on my ship, we only have a gymnasium, or as you can tell from the video, it's just a room with a ping pong table and maybe a cycling bike, I guess. It's a room for people to sweat, and it works. So I use this room to sweat it out when I need to get my workout in. But when I find out that it's too stuffy, I move outside so that I'm able to get that fresh air and get that oxygen coursing through my body and shed off those excess pounds. Sometimes when I'm bored, I try to play ping pong, I guess. I use the word try because I'm not exactly good at it. I didn't go for like ping pong training or stuff. So I just hit the ball and hope that it goes over the net and just overall try to have some fun. Eventually I got the hang of it, so yeah. And then I started to mess around, to try to do some trick shots.
Another one of the amenities is Wi-Fi, of course, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important and essential amenities we have to have on board. It's located in the crew's lounge area. We don't get Wi-Fi throughout the day, like it's not turned on all the time. It's only turned on from like a certain hour to a certain hour, so we only get like 4 hours of Wi-Fi per day, which isn't that long, but it's enough, I guess. You get what you get and you appreciate it. Now we're gonna be talking about work, or our workspace. The first one is gonna be the engine room. This is where I spend most of my work time. This specific area is gonna be super hot, especially if your ship's traveling through like area where there's like constant sunlight and the temperature is like 37 outside. It can go up to like 40 or like 42 in here, so yeah, it's like an oven. This room is the engine control room. Now this specific room is air conditioned, thank God. So what we're doing right here is we're currently overhauling a purifier. We're cleaning it out to make sure that it works at tip-top condition. Now in the engine room, there are different types of machineries which we have to take care and clean. So that's basically our job. We ensure that the machines work at tip-top condition at all times. Now next up is going to be a view from the bridge. This is where the deck side people work. It's pretty majestic, as you can tell. The view, depending on where you are in the world, you're gonna get different types of views, and this is what it looks like on the inside. You have your telephones, your different panels showing your different information that you need to constantly keep track of in order to make sure that the ship doesn't collide with any other ships, and yeah. So besides the standard work stuff, we have emergency drills where we learn and prepare ourselves for emergency situations, which is kind of cool. And of course, you don't wish for these things to happen, but when we do get to train and learn all of the equipment, it's cool. So right here we have an escape boat, and as you can tell, the people are, working on it. Now we have to test these boats to make sure that the motor is still working, so we put them out in the water to make sure they're mobile, and this is just a clip of them retrieving the boat. That's about all there is to being a seaman, I guess. I mean, that's just the gist of what it's like. Keep in mind that every ship is different. This is just what it's like on board my ship. It's different for everyone's ship. Like on board every different vessel, there are different amenities, there's different rooms, the food is different. It's just according to the type of chef that you get. And some ships don't have Wi-Fi, some ships have Wi-Fi, some ships have like a fully equipped gym with like a barbell and dumbbells and everything, unlike just my pathetic excuse of a gym. But yeah, it's not a life for everyone, but if you do decide to take up this life, one of the perks are, of course, you get to see some stunning views, you get to see some stuff that normal people who are working on land don't really get to see. These are just a few pictures that I took with my phone. It's hard to be able to capture what I mean, but you have to see it with your own eyes to believe it. When there's no light pollution at all and it's completely pitch black and you look up, you'll be able to see the stars just shine in a different light. You'll be able to see them flicker. It's just completely breathtaking. Honestly, when I saw it for the first time, I got goosebumps throughout my whole body, and like I was just completely blown away, and I just stood there not knowing what to say.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to say a quick but very big thank you for staying until the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read about them. If you want to see more, do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I'm going to be posting more content in the future. That's about it, I guess. Stay safe and stay real, peeps.